During the worst of the pandemic, food banks across the US were inundated with families in need of help. Many were facing food insecurity for the first time, as businesses closed and jobs were lost. But even now, food banks remain in high demand. When Chef Peter VAUTHY was approached by a South Florida food program to help, he didn't hesitate.
Today's meal, braised chicken and vegetables, jasmine rice, Caesar salad, and a beautiful piece of chocolate cake.
Feeding America, a non-profit group, projects that more than 40 million people may experience food insecurity in 2021, a number that includes 30 million children.
Hospitality is something that's been in my blood since I was very young, and this is part of hospitality. I enjoy this when I see the pictures of the people that are getting the food and the smiles on their faces. That makes me happy. That makes a hard week worthwhile.
Here we go. So much.
Volunteers from Food Rescue US take meals from restaurants and supermarkets across Miami. Sometimes it's food that would get thrown out. Instead, it's given to those that need it. LAURITA SANTACATERINA used the service herself before volunteering and seeing how big the problem is.
Every time we would go and do the meal distributions, that we would always run out. We would be there for 2 hours, and we would never stop. The line would never stop, and we would run out of food every time. There were always people left in need.
Supply chain issues and closures during the pandemic made the problem worse, meaning it will likely take time for food insecurity levels to recover. Groups like Food Rescue are focused on speeding that recovery up. According to the US Department of Agriculture, between 30 to 40% of all food is wasted every year. That's enough to feed around 25 million people. But with grassroots organizations like this and a network across the country, they can at least try and alleviate the problem. Even before the pandemic, food insecurity was a major issue, particularly in poorer communities. The US government's committed $1 billion to help, while volunteers continue to do their part in their own communities. Andy Gallacher, Al Jazeera, Miami Beach, Florida.